Can you start recording?
Conversation basique, se présenter. Salut, comment vas-tu? Salut, comment vas-tu? Salut, je vais bien, merci. Salut, je vais bien, merci. Comment t'appelles-tu? Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Muriel. Je m'appelle Muriel. Enchantée. Quel âge as-tu? Enchantée. Quel âge as-tu? J'ai 20 ans. J'ai 20 ans. D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? Je viens de Bordeaux. Je viens de Bordeaux. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Je suis étudiante. Je suis étudiante. Où habites-tu? Où habites-tu? J'habite à Paris. J'habite à Paris. Est-ce que tu as des frères et sœurs? Est-ce que tu as des frères et sœurs? J'ai 2 frères et une sœur. J'ai 2 frères et une sœur. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? J'aime sortir avec mes amis. J'aime sortir avec mes amis. J'ai été ravie de faire ta connaissance. À bientôt. J'ai été ravie de faire ta connaissance. À bientôt. Au revoir. Au revoir. Salut.
So, good morning. Hope everybody has joined. 53 of you. How many of you are here? Can you all raise your hand? Those who are present here in front of the device. What about others? You're not here? Okay, I'll stop sharing. All are here? Shall we start the session? Yes.
Yes.
Karthikeya, yeah, okay. So here the video, you've been watching a video. Yes. You've been watching the video for 5 minutes. So this video is, let me mute everybody. Okay. So this video is the exact outcome of your course. So you would be able to, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Some distance. Okay, so this yeah, at the end of the course, you will be able to at the end of the course, you'll be able to speak such sentences, or at least write, frame your own sentences in when you're involved in a day-to-day conversation, right? So these are the sentences of the basic French. You should be able to do this at the end of the course. So we'll make it together. So, and what we are going to do in the coming session is simply we're going to explore the sentences in this video. You're going to see about the subject used, the verb, the prepositions, the articles used, etc. Yes, that's the way we are going to learn the language. So we can't avoid grammar in a language. We'll be doing it from the coming session. So today I'll just introduce you to the another topic, which is the basic difference between the French and the English language. Yes. So that's simply the accents. Obviously the pronunciation is different. Yes, just a minute. I'll add someone is requesting to be added in the team. DB 365. Yes. Okay. Fine. So today we'll just see about the basic salutations, which are very commonly used, which of course you need when you're meeting a person. So I'll share those accents with you. Yeah, here are the accents. So this is the content that you should know before we begin. Okay, so here we are going to learn about the accents in the language. Yes, just have a look at it. The different symbols used. Okay. We'll come to the title later. Now you just see the alphabets in English and French are same. It's the same number of alphabets, it's the same consonants, the same vowels. Everything is same in both the language except for the usage of accent. So the first alphabet that I've written here is It's pronounced as a. The E in English is pronounced here as a. So that changes its pronunciation to A. The first one you could see the accent here used here. Yes. Now the pronunciation of this is changed. Let me read the words once with you. It's enchanté. Enchanté. Enchanté means glad to meet you, nice to meet you, enchanté. So when you meet a person, you wish them enchanté. You say them enchanté, right? So you can see the accent used above the word E here, and it's pronounced as A. You can see the O has changed to A, and the name of that particular accent is called l'accent aigu. That's simple sign. The symbol it's called as l'accent aigu. And the same with another type of symbol towards slanting towards the left, you could see it's pronounced as a. Bibliothèque. Bibliothèque means library. Bibliothèque, library. Tech, a. So here the E takes a sound a, whereas here it is A. Here it was A and here it is a. And the name of that symbol is l'accent grave, the grave accent. Yes, so these two accents are the very important accents of the language, which is fully responsible for pronunciation of this alphabet in each word, right? So it helps, it plays a major role in the pronunciation of the words. And the third accent, it's used along with the alphabet C, and C is pronounced in French as say. It's A, B, D, say, right? Whereas that say, when it's used with a small s, you can see a small s attached below the C. It's written together. So that C now gets a sound s. This is the word français, which is the name of the course that you're learning, French. You read it as français, français, français. You get the sound there? It's not say sound, it's not the C sound, it's a sound, français. Got it? So, and that name is, so the name of that symbol is say cédille. It's called as C, and the small s below, it's called as cédille. So these are the names of those symbols. And we have the fourth and the fifth accent, which doesn't play a major, which is very rarely seen in the language. Yes, I've given an example: hotel and hôpital. Could you guess the meaning of these words, hotel and hôpital? What
Hotel
would,
and hospital.
Hotel and
yes.
hospital.
Yes, exactly. Hotel and hospital. And behind this accent, there are many interesting stories again for each word, I would say. For example, hotel here, earlier it was called as hostel. It was not hotel, it was hostel, right? So that English word hostel slowly has changed to hotel. And there's a missing S. So that S changed to an accent and it's used above the previous vowel, which is O. And the same thing happens with hospital, hospital. The S is missing. So it's not just this accent is used only with the word O, it's used with other vowels also. And when it's used with each vowel, it has a different rule and each story. So those will be seeing it as we come across such words. For the first three accents, I could simply put them under one rule. Like it gets a sound A, this gets a sound A, and this gets a sound S. Whereas here, I can't just fix it in a particular rule. For each word, it changes. Slowly, we'll get to know it. Okay, need not worry if how I'm going to learn all those. You will be able to do it slowly. Yes. And the last one, and sorry, the name of that hat, it looks like a hat above the O, right? And so we call it as a hat itself. And the grammatical name given is l'accent circonflexe. L'accent circonflexe, right? And the last accent is the two dots. we have two dots above the E. So again, there's no specific pronunciation for those two dots as we had for the first three. What it indicates when used is, here you have the word Noel. Noel means Christmas. Christmas. So you have O and a E, right? So what it says is, you have to read the vowels separately. Means you have to read the pronounce O and as well pronounce E. So how do I pronounce it? No, O L, Noel. I read the sound, the pronunciation is clearly distinguished here. Noel, right? Christmas. And the name given to those two dots is Crema. Crema, right? So these are the five accents that you would come across in the language. So I've just fixed it to few words. As I said, slowly you'll come across many alphabets with the different accents. So each, as we come across, we'll explore it. And for to begin with, you got to just learn it like part of the spelling. You need not just learn the rules, regulations, all those. It will become more, it belongs to more of phonetic, right? So that will not concentrate much since it's just a beginner's level course. I would just suggest you to learn the accents as part of the spelling. For example, when you're learning the word library, it's bibliothèque and the first E takes this accent. And enchanté, the second last E takes this accent. So it's better to learn it as part of the spelling, right? So this is about the accents, which is the main difference, which brings in the main difference between the English and the French language. Yes. And what if I don't use the accents in the language? It causes a real damage to the meaning of the words sometimes. You could see here I put four words below. Yeah. The word oo, ou, pronounced as oo, means or. And the same word pronounced oo, but you could see an accent above the vowel u, right? It's also oo, and the meaning is where. Same way the last two words. You could see the first word is tash, the next word is tash again. Both are pronounced the same, tash and tash. The accent makes a lot of difference. The first one is the stain, yes, the stain in the cloth or paper, the stain, and whereas the next one is task, the work, the task, right? So just see what the major difference it brings in, the accents. Yes, so that's why I insist you to learn the accents as part of the spelling. They play a major role in identifying the homophones, the differentiating the homophones. If you tend in place of OU accent, you just use OU without accent, obviously the meaning changes. So I keep repeating, learn the accents part as part of the spelling. Sometimes it makes a real change in the meaning. Sometimes it just contributes to the pronunciation. So this is what you should know when you're learning French. Any questions? Is
No,
it
ma'am.
clear?
Ma'am, can I pronounce O U, ma'am? That way. Once again.
Ooh. It's pronounced
And
as
down
ooh.
one, ma'am. Down.
Ooh. Same
O. But
pronunciation. Ooh. Ooh.
okay.
Tash. Tash. So that's why I said the first two accents mainly contribute to the pronunciation. The remaining, it has its own story and doesn't have a specific pronunciation, right? Sometimes it helps in idea differentiating the homophones. That's it. Okay. So now this is the content that you should know as you're learning the French language. That's all. So don't get confused how I'm going to identify, how I'm going to use it, how do I know which word takes which accent. Don't take all those questions to your head right now. Just understand the usage of accents and its importance in certain words. That's all. Right? So that's about les accents. So I'll be uploading all this for you after the class. You can go through it. And I would suggest that you better write it down on your note as I upload, because as you write, you'll get familiar to the language. Simply watching and taking printouts and seeing again, it won't make the learning easier, because in the exam when you're going to write, everything is going to be new. So better write it beforehand. Is there any other question on accents? So I'll just repeat once the name of those accents. We call it as a l'accent aigu when it's pronounced as A, l'accent grave when it's pronounced as A, C cédille when C is pronounced as S, and the accent circonflexe, other name is chapeau, it's used above all the vowels. And Noël, trema, it's called as trema, the two dots. Right, that's about the accents in the language. Shall I proceed with the other content? If you have any questions, you can ask right now. Okay.
Nothing, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I'll stop presenting this. I'll share another screen here. Obviously, the salutations that you should be knowing. You have les salutations. So today we are not going to enter into any grammar content. So today I'm just touching upon the lighter content for you. Get familiar with the salutations. Les salutations. You would have seen the word les, L-E-S, used also with the word accents in the previous slide. Yes, L-E-S. So the word L-E-S means the. So that needs a little grammatical explanation, which will be done in the next class. So for time being, it's les salutations, the salutations, the greetings. Right, so let me read it once for you. Slowly you can read it in your mind. You can repeat it within yourself. Bonjour, bonsoir, bonne nuit, salut, enchanté, à demain, à bientôt, à plus tard, au revoir, adieu, s'il vous plaît, merci, de rien, bonne année, bon anniversaire, bonne chance, bienvenue, bienvenue, bon appétit, bon voyage, bonne journée, bon courage, félicitations. I'll read it once again. Félicitations, bon courage, bonne journée, bon voyage, bon appétit, bienvenue, bonne chance, bon anniversaire, bonne année, de rien, merci, s'il vous plaît, adieu, au revoir, à plus tard, à bientôt, à demain, enchanté, salut, bonne nuit, bonsoir, bonjour. So these are a few salutations that I have picked up. You have a lot more, but these are the ones that you may need at the basic level, right? Is there any question here? There's nothing to explain here. You need to start learning the spellings. I could only help you in pronouncing those words. And as far as the pronunciation is concerned, I'll upload the link, the salutation along with the link, is where you could watch and listen to the pronunciation repeatedly later on when you need. Okay. Is there any question here? You can see the accents I've written all the words with a simple exclamatory mark because it's all greetings. Otherwise, there's no explanation for that. It's just a usage used for salutations. And you can see the word enchanté, you can see the word accent used with the A and bonne année, etc. You've got any questions on this? You would like to know anything else?
Ma'am, at adieu and au revoir.
Okay. It
Both are
means,
by
yeah.
one
Can
is
you,
formal and one is informal, ma'am.
no. Can't you identify it? When do you say adieu? It's we have the same word in English also. Adieu, do you use it often? Adieu is said when it's a final bye. You don't know when you're going to meet the person in your lifetime. So just say adieu. Adieu. Adieu means God. I'll put the word here in caps. The word dear means God. So the word a actually means to God. So it's up to the Almighty about when you're going to meet adieu, like that. So it's a final bye. Whereas over is, you can say it every day. When you're say after your conversation, you're leaving home somewhere else, you just say over. That's the difference. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And here also you got a welcome. So the rien is used as a reply to merci. When someone thanks you, merci, you reply de rien. Whereas the other welcome here, bienvenue, it's like welcoming the guest. Yes, bienvenue. So there's a difference. You can't use it the other way around. And the word bon used here, bon means good. So good year, good anniversary, good luck. It's actually good, but it's mostly used in the context of happiness here, and when it comes to the salutation. Even the word bonjour, you could see the first one. Bonjour is a good day. Jour means day, so it's like good day, and soir is evening, so it's good evening, and nuit is night. So good night. If you got any questions, you can ask. There are some people trying to join now.
Ma'am, can you scroll down?
So I'll be uploading all this in the course page. Yes, in VTalk course page. So you can go through it.
Still down, ma'am. Still down.
So start learning the spellings of all these. You'll have to learn a lot of spellings when it comes to French, and at this stage, it would be difficult to learn it the day before the exam. So make it a point that you will read 5 words per day. So today you may fix it like today I'll learn the spellings of these 5 words, like bon appétit, bon voyage, bonne journée, bon courage, félicitations. So 5 words for today. So tomorrow, even if you don't have class, make it a point to learn the spellings of at least 5 French words. You can pick the words from the salutations or from the accents that you have learned. Okay, that's a way to learn the spellings. You can't learn everything the day before the exam, right? So if you have no further questions, I'll stop here. So today we have learned about the salutations and the accents used in the language. So our next class, that's on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday we'll be learning about the basic grammar component, which is really important. Very crucial points that you should know to proceed with the language. So make sure you are all there sharp 8 on Tuesday. We have a 8 o'clock class, right? No, 9 o'clock. This is G1. 9 o'clock. We'll meet then for the next session. And please do have a pen and a notebook always during the class. You need to take down the notes. Sometimes I may ask you to produce the notes to me. So I want you to have it written after each class. Don't always depend on the PPTs. Now I'll just call out your names for attendance. You can answer. As you give your attendance, you may leave the class. So I'm taking the attendance directly in VTalk because there's a new list after I draw. So answer later, don't say that I missed it. Make sure that all your mic, everything, all the devices is working properly. You are fully dependent on your gadgets, so make sure it's all in good health. Yeah, here is the name. So Pavan Kumar Reddy is here.
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Pranjali,
Present, ma'am.
Nupur Sharma,
Present, ma'am.
Reso,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Gopinath,
Yes, ma'am.
Jeevan Kishore,
Yes, ma'am.
Guram Pujita,
Yes, ma'am.
Teja Naveen,
Present, ma'am.
Balaji,
Present, ma'am.
Karthikeyan Singer.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in another slot, Karthikeyan? You have you changed the slot? Okay.
No, ma'am. I was in this slot only. I'm last class.
Okay. Vijay K. Prashant,
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Utkarsh Mishra,
Yes, ma'am.
Sucharan Reddy,
Yes, ma'am.
Devika Mohan,
Present, ma'am.
Zutru Santan Reddy,
Present, ma'am.
Dinesh Ramsai,
Present, ma'am.
Tarun Sai Chaudhary,
Present, ma'am.
Kurela Vikas,
Present, ma'am.
Jayant Sriranga,
Present, ma'am.
Akula Vamsi, not here, absent. Vivekananda Reddy,
Present, ma'am.
Nagiri Raghavendra Rohit,
Present, ma'am.
Naman Sharma.
Ma'am.
Yeah, there are two Namans, I think. Okay. Venkata Surya Kumar,
Present, ma'am.
Sheikh Javed Kamal,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Subhash Kumar,
Yes, ma'am.
Sriram Sai Chandanam,
Present, ma'am.
Sri Lekha,
Present, ma'am.
Gautam Malhotra, Ayushi,
Present, ma'am.
Samala Abhinay,
Present, ma'am.
Rashang Dutt Bhardwaj,
Present, ma'am.
Biju, Biju, Viji, Elshde Elias Studies, not here.
Present, ma'am.
Who's this?
El Shaddai present.
El Shaddai. Okay. Utkarsh. Utkarsh Srivastava.
Present.
Pratyush Adhikari.
Yes, ma'am. Pratyush Adhikari.
Okay. Anvi Jain.
Present, ma'am.
Manav.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Juhi Verma.
Ma'am, probably you
Present,
missed
ma'am.
my name, Manav Singla, present too.
Manav Singla.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about Manav Mantri?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Both are here.
Yes, ma'am.
Balakrishnan. Balakrishnan. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sneka. Sneka. Sneka, yes. Not here. Vikas Yadav.
Present, ma'am.
Nishant.
Present, ma'am.
Puneet. Puneet absent. Sai Charan.
Present, ma'am.
Gautam Sai.
Present, ma'am.
Patel Aryan Kalpesh. Absent. Lakshmi Ramakrishna.
Present, ma'am.
Yuvraj Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Muskan.
after Vansi present, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
After Vansi present.
Okay, you let me know at the end of the call, okay?
Okay.
Let me count it. Muskan Rastogi.
Present, ma'am.
Sania Mida.
Yes, ma'am.
Ishan Jain.
Present, ma'am.
Akshat Gupta.
Present, ma'am.
Venkatesh R. Absent. Meher Kriti Nigam.
Present, ma'am.
Subramani Chetan Chandra.
Present, ma'am.
Dimpu Sai Prasad.
Present, ma'am.
Reshma B.
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Ritvik G.
Ritvik present, ma'am.
Shravan Kumar.
Present, ma'am.
Sani Harshvardhan.
Present, ma'am.
Nandakumar.
Present, ma'am.
Aman Srivastava. Aman Srivastava. So I'll just call out the absentees and freeze the attendance. So it's Aman Srivastava is absent, Venkatesh R absent, Patel Aryan Kalpesh absent, Puneet absent, Sneka S absent, Akula Vamsi absent.
Yes, ma'am. Akula Vansi.
Akula Vamsi is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Akula Vamsi is here. And who else? Sneka is here. Huh? Sneka, yes. Okay, who else? Puneet is here. Aryan Kalpesh. Okay. And Venkatesh R is absent and Aman Srivastava absent. Okay, thank you. You can all leave. Meet you all in next class. Please have a pen and a notebook with you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.